everybody. Let me turn down the volume, the music volume for a bit. Hello, everybody. I see we have some people in here. We're gonna wait a little bit longer before getting started to see if some more people show up. But how is everybody doing today? Is the audio okay? Can everybody hear me all right? Hello, peoples. I see some people chatting. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of a different presentation today. Haven't done something like this in, I don't know, ever actually. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna talk about some cool updates to our subscription service. So let me just move on here to the first slide. Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Here we go. Yeah, so thank you everybody for coming. I am really happy to see everybody here. We at JNovel Club have sort of a special announcement to make about our subscription service. And I think it's going to be really cool. So, first off, let's make sure this actually switches slides here. There we go. We are not going to have any new series announcements today. I am sorry, this is not one of those presentations. So for those of you who are usually here to see all of our amazing, cool new series announcements, well, we'll have more of those soon, don't worry. But this particular stream is not about that. It's about something else. It is, in fact, about our subscription service. So, to get started, you know how we like, at JNovel Club, we like to sort of cut to the chase and not just sort of waste your time with stuff we were talking about. So to get started, we're gonna have a little quiz. It's quiz time. I want to see what people say here. Let me ask you a question. What can you buy for $3.50? I want to see some creativity here. Well, for $3.65, you can get a short coffee at Starbucks. You know, that's not exactly $3.50, but it's kind of close, right? All right. What about? Oh, you can get a double cheeseburger for $4. That's not $3.50. That's actually more than $3.50. And honestly, I don't know if it's worth $4, but you know, I remember back in the day when this was like on the dollar menu, man. Whew, prices these days, right? But you know what else you can get for $3.50? Anybody? I mean, what else do people think we can get for $3? A month of Viz Manga. That's true. You can get a month of Viz Manga for $3.50. But you know what else you can get for $3.50? At least not yet, but in like a week, you can get a library of hundreds of the best light novels in Japan, translated into English, available anytime on your web or your phone for $3.50 per month. So let's cut to the chase. What we are here today to talk about is a brand new all-you-can-read subscription that is going to be brought to you by JNovel Club. How about that? I know. People are like, it's been how long? It's been 9 years since I started JNovel Club, and from the very beginning of JNovel Club, people were like, why can't I read every book? Why does my subscription not allow me to read all the volumes? Blah blah blah. And it's honestly at this point, I think I've actually managed to sort of explain our subscription service and how it worked, and like it wasn't really an all-you-can-read subscription service, etc., etc. Well, we are finally deciding to create a new subscription service that is exactly what you think it is. It's a catalog of light novels that you can read, all of them for free, as long as you keep paying every month on your phone, on your web. It's the same it's exactly as you might expect. So let's get into the details, because of course the devil is in the details, as they say, and I want to make sure that I explain this to everybody, because this does require a little bit of explaining, and I want to make sure, especially to you people who are here for this stream. I can imagine you are the JNovel Club fans. You're our core audience, and we wanted to announce this to you guys first, because you'll be the most, most interested, and also have the most questions. And I want to sit here and make sure to be able to answer your questions as well. Okay, so what is this membership? First off, it's called the Reader's Membership, because if you want to read things, you get the Reader's Membership. That makes sense, right? The base price is $3.50 per month, or $40 a year, which is a little bit of savings. You can read a large catalog of completed light novel series. So those are series where we publish every volume in Japan. And not only that, we also have quite a large number of series where you can read the first 3 volumes of the series. Those are mostly for our series that we are continuing to publish. So series that are still being published in Japan and translated from the ones in Japan. Though you won't be able to read every volume of those series on the subscription service, but we'll have at least 3 volumes in many of those series. So you can think of those as sort of like, hey, you get a really large chunk of preview, if you want to say, if you're a subscriber to those series. 3 volumes is a lot of content, right? That's like an entire core of anime, right? When you think about it. So not only do we have a large catalog of completed series, you also have a whole bunch of 3 volumes worth of series for you to try out, like an entire 20 volume series that we're currently publishing, and then you can see, hey, maybe it's worth it for me to catch up to this or buy all the comics. Also, we're going to be adding new series to this catalog every month for at least the next 6 months to a year. We've got a whole sequence of content all ready to sort of make sure there's always something fresh on the subscription service every month. And another thing to make this really clear, especially to many of you who are probably our subscribers, this is separate from the existing membership, right? This is not like we're changing our membership to be an all-you-can-read membership. This is a new type of subscription, or a new type of membership called the Reader's Membership, which is separate from your existing membership. And I'm going to get into what we're doing with the existing membership in like a slide or two. So don't worry, I'll explain everything. And this entire service, it will be launching October 3rd, I believe on midnight, but during the day on October 3rd. And from that period of time, you'll be able to subscribe. You'll be able to sign up for this membership. You'll be able to upgrade from your current membership, and I'll explain all of that. And yeah, it'll be great. I'm not going to be announcing exactly which content is going to be available at launch. We're going to leave that a bit of a surprise, but you'll be able to check it out on our website and see, okay, these are the series that are available for subscription. And then you can, make that decision as to whether you want to subscribe to this service or not. We think it's a really good value proposition for $3.50 a month. It's going to be hundreds of volumes, I can tell you right now. And that's a lot of content that will take many, many months to read if you really read it all. Yeah, I think this is really cool. And this is we're calling it the Reader's Membership. All right, and I will give you a little bit of a sneak peek through some of the series you're going to have on there. Things like Alton and the Sword Princess, All of Our Aphra to Zero, some stuff we've done like the Rescue from Soul Press, the Canonical Demon Lords Fall in Love. That's just a nice completed little sort of fantasy rom-com. The 3-volume early J-novel Heart series, The Extraordinary Ordinary and Soap, which is really cute. And I bet a lot of people don't even realize we published this because it was published, we finished it like 4 years ago, but now, hey, check it out. It's part of the subscription service. Lots and lots, like hundreds of volumes, and actually we have volumes from many, many publishers. Like we're still getting approval for a couple of publishers, but we've got so many publishers on board with this that I think you won't even be able to notice. Someone's going to have to data mine to figure out which publishers are not available on this. So it's going to be really like a lot of our content. All right. So, moving on. Big question I think everybody's going to have here. What about existing memberships? This is an important question because we have many thousands of existing subscribers. What is happening to their subscription? Is anything happening? Is there a price increase? Are we announcing a price increase today? I know that everybody anticipated a price increase. And, I really do hate to not meet expectations. Everybody is like, oh, if I don't announce a price increase today, I feel like people are going to be disappointed. But unfortunately, I have to break your hearts and say that no, our membership is not changing in price at all. But it is changing the name. We're changing the name of the membership. I'm sorry. I know people hate change. I know this is going to be really difficult for everybody. I know this is confusing, and I apologize. I do. It's okay, but we can't have a Reader's Membership and then just something called membership. That would be worse. So we are renaming the normal membership Club Membership. I know, branding. Isn't that nice? So your current membership will now be called the Club Membership, and it is the same price as before. It's $4.99 per month, $4.95 per month, $54 per year. You can read the latest novels as we translate them, and novels and manga as we translate them. Same as always. Nothing is changing about that. The name is changing, And yes, you will be automatically changed to the quote new membership plan, but it's literally the exact same price. It's just a name change, though technically in the credit card processing management system, it is actually technically a new subscription plan, but it's the same price. So that will also be changing on October 3rd. Everybody who is currently a member will be automatically upgraded, but not really upgraded because it's the same, to the new plan called Club Membership. Okay? I think that's clear. Is that okay? Let me look at the chat. Are we all upset because I didn't announce the price increase yet? No? Okay. Well, people are asking the pertinent questions. What if you want both? This is a bit, yeah, so, you're a member, but now we have this cool new all-you-can-read membership. Do I have to pay for an entire separate type of subscription to get the all-you-can-read thing? No, of course not. We have the brand new combined Readers Club membership that combines the two types of subscription services. This will give you both your normal pre-pubs as well as the all-you-can-read library. It is $7.95 per month, which, if you can do some basic math, is $3 more than the normal subscription service, which is 50 cents savings compared to getting the two separately, which is not even possible. So if you want both, you have to pay a little bit less. I'm sorry. But yeah, $7.95 per month or $90 per year. You get both the subscription capabilities at the same time, and if you're a club member or a readers membership, you can easily upgrade to this Readers Club membership whenever you want. Okay, that's pretty simple. I hope that's pretty clear as well. Definitely, this is the deal that you want to get, because it'll just, you'll be able to read the catalog of all you can read stuff. You can read the pre-pubs. You don't have to worry about, is it available on X or Y. Just pay the $7.95 a month. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Okay. Next up, but then the big question is, what about your premium memberships? Okay, so we are also changing the name of the premium membership to the Premium Club membership. And here it is. This is the big one, guys. It is going up in price by $1. I know, it's $132 in a year now. It's not $10.95 a month. But you are also going to get 799 free points a month instead of 699. So, is this really a price increase? Does this count? Well, not for the membership, but there's a reason why we're upgrading the number of coins you get per month to 799 as opposed to 699, is because we are going to finally be increasing the price of the EPUBs themselves to 799 coins on our own website. It was already 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, 3 years ago at this point, that we increased the pricing on our EPUBs on other stores, Apple, Bookwalker, Amazon, from $6.99 to $7.99. We did not increase the price of the premium EPUBs on JNovel Club itself because of the premium membership was only giving you 699 coins a month, and we wanted that to basically be one book a month worth of coins. But we are now changing the membership so that it is $1 more expensive, but you get $1 more worth of coins a month, so you are still getting your one book worth of coins a month. So for those of you who were jonesing for the price increase, here we go. This is it. I'm sorry, but the fact is that we, as a publisher, it was actually kind of difficult to promote the books on our own website in a way because they were earning us less money than if you bought a book on Amazon, on Bookwalker, we would actually get more money ultimately than if you bought a book on our own website, and that didn't really make any sense ultimately, right? We want people to come to our own website and buy the books on our own website. That of course is the idea, but as a business, like if that earns us less money than people buying our books elsewhere, then that doesn't exactly make sense ultimately. So we are finally unifying the prices across all stores to be the same again, and in combination with that, we are upgrading the membership plan by $1. Now, because of that, and this is a price change, your membership will not be automatically upgraded, okay? So if you are a premium member and you want to continue on your premium member plan, especially if you're an annual premium member, you can stay on that plan and not upgrade, but you will continue to only get 699 coins a month, right? So you will not get more coins, you will not get enough coins a month to buy an ebook anymore. But if you have a lot of coins stocked up, I mean, maybe you don't care. But you can upgrade to the new version that will then get you 799 coins a month whenever you want, and then it'll just sort of happen, normally from then on. Okay. So I will answer some more questions about this at the end. I'm sure there will be people that have a lot more questions, but I want to make sure I continue through the rest of the presentation. In terms of actually like how you upgrade, you can just go to the subscription portal, the same place you cancel currently on the website, and it'll give you the option essentially to upgrade to the new type of subscription. And I believe, well, I'll double check what will happen in terms of automatic renewals, but essentially, I think automatic renewals will still happen, but we will probably eventually tell people that they need to upgrade to the new plan. But for now, we're allowing people to stay on the old plan. It's just that you will only get 699 coins a month, right? Okay. Then, of course, if we have all of this, we're going to have the ultimate subscription. Although I don't want to call it that because that's probably trademarked by some other company. But we're calling it the Premium Readers Club membership, of course. I think our naming convention hopefully is clear at this point. And this will be $14.95 per month. That is, of course, exactly the same 50 cents lower than Premium Club membership plus Readers membership, essentially. And this, of course, will get you 799 free coins a month and everything from the Readers Club membership. So for those of you that want your free coins and everything, like this is the ultimate subscription, right? And this is, I don't really think this is too complicated. I don't need to explain this too much. At this point, hopefully everybody figures out how it works. But for those of you who want to screenshot this and post it on Twitter, I have a handy chart. Here we go, handy chart time. All right, so let's review. All right, we have the Readers membership. This has the all-you-can-read stuff, but doesn't let you read the prepubs. It's $3.50 a month. The Club readership does not let you do the all-you-can-read stuff, but yes, you can read the prepubs. And one other change that we are making, and this is also an important change, is that you are no longer be getting additional discounts on coins from just a club membership. Then you have the Readers Club membership that combines both, and you do get the 5% off additional a la carte coins if you're a Readers Club member. If you are a premium member, it is now $1 more expensive than before, but you get 799 coins per month, and you get 10% off off coin purchases. And then if you are the full Premium Readers Club, you get everything, and you get the same 15% off coin purchases that the premium members were getting in the past. Normal members will be automatically upgraded to club membership because there's no price change. So if you're just a normal member right now, you'll be on the club plan automatically. You don't have to do anything. Premium members will stay on the existing $10.95 plan or annual plan until you manually upgrade, but as of October 3rd, you will only get the 10% discount instead of the 15% discount, and you will continue to only get 699 coins per month. Premium EPUBs will be raising in price from 699 to 799 coins, and all of these changes will be effective October 3rd. So if you want to continue to get your 15% coin discount, now would be the time to buy a whole shit ton of coins. But, you know, I'm not saying you have to. It's just that's you know, I know how some people are. Okay, so next up, this is a handy chart. Make sure to screenshot it because all the information is right here on one slide. Next up, I got some frequently asked questions, although not really because I'm just announcing it, so I can only assume that these will be the questions you have. But I'm sure there will be even more questions afterwards when I open this up for Q&A. Will the latest volumes be rateable on the Readers membership? No. This is a catalog, all-you-can-read service that is designed for either completed series or back catalog stuff. In terms of the absolute newest volumes, we are not going to be adding them to the Readers membership, except for maybe promotion. There might be some cases where we add some things temporarily to the service to get more people to read a series, maybe. But generally speaking, this is not a you can read the latest volume that we just published type of subscription. That would sort of be shooting ourselves in the foot. We still need to sell our EPUBs. Where we you know, maybe eventually that everything will be subscription service and no one will buy anything anymore. But for now, that's not what this Readers membership is supposed to be. It's about catalog series and books that have been published as ebooks for a while. And can we still rent the parts of the series? Of course, for those of you who are heavy users of the site, you know that you can rent the parts for relatively small amounts of coins instead of buying the entire volumes. And yes, this is not going to affect the ability to rent parts of everything. will manga series be added to the all-you-can-read membership? And the answer is no. We don't have any plans to add manga series at this time. In fact, we literally there was a press release that came out today, about Crunchyroll manga. While a number of our J-Novel Club manga series will actually be available on that subscription service, and we didn't want to, immediately compete with someone we're partnering with. We won't say that we'll never have manga on our subscription service, but for now it's focused on our light novels, which is what our unique differentiating factor is and everything. And also, for $3.50, it's pretty cheap, and we have a lot of content. So hopefully people will be satisfied with just novels for now. What about our catch-up series? This is an important question I think people probably have. So every month we've been putting some of our series on catch-up for our normal club membership, which means that you can read all the volumes of certain select series every month, and that's a way to sort of an extra benefit from the club membership. This will be going away because of this new all-you-can-read membership. In a way, the purpose of the first 3 volumes of a number of ongoing series sort of overrides the purpose of the catch-up. So if you want to, for example, try out a series, you could subscribe to the all-you-can-read subscription for just a month maybe, and read a bunch of, try out a bunch of series, and then let that expire, for example, and then decide if you want to continue buying the rest of the volumes to catch up to the club membership. But basically, yeah, what we've been doing with catch-up is it was always a half measure before we launched a full all-you-can-read service, and we have, so those will be going away. And then the final big question, the elephant in the room. With the lower coin discount and higher EPUB prices, is this a hidden price increase? And the answer is, well, I just announced it, so I don't think it's that hidden. But yeah, like I've explained before, the updating the premium EPUB to $7.99 is just finally rectifying the fact that the ebooks were cheaper on J-Novel Club than anywhere else on the internet or on in stores. So yes, it is a price increase, but it's not exactly increasing our general price for our product. It's just making sure that all the stores are selling it for the same pricing. And of course, the premium EPUBs are nothing's going to change about them. You'll be able to download the EPUBs. You'll sell the same bonus content when available. Nothing is changing about that. So I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, it's going to be you have to buy all our premium EPUBs on BookLocker now, and that's what it's going to be DRM, and you're not going to be able to do anything." And the answer is no, we're not changing any of that. Okay, so that is the big presentation. That's what I had to say. I think it's time for me to open this up to questions. Let me see. Good questions. All right, let's see here. So, time for end of Ketchup-agelian. Oh, because of ketchup. I see, it's a ketchup jokes. I gotcha. If I active yearly premium, if I upgrade to new plan on October 3rd, is the time remaining on my current plan taken into consideration? Yes, everything will be prorated. So you'll be able to, it'll give you the discount for the rest of your current subscription and then charge you the full price. It'll be the price of a year. I think what it will do is it will reset the renewal date to when you upgrade, but it'll give you credit for the remaining amounts of your existing subscription. So that's how it works. Will it be just access to parts? Will you see color inserts and QA fixes? It will just be access to parts. We are still reserving the color inserts for the full EPUBs. However, I do think that depending on how popular the series is, we will probably be going back and finally redoing some of the prepubs for some of the series with their full EPUB editions with fixes and everything. But it's a manpower issue. In terms of triaging what we really need to focus on. We still are publishing, 50 parts a week of new stuff, and that's what most people focus on. But if we can go through and go back and fix some of the older stuff, that'd be great. It's a negotiation as usual. Let's see here. Will audiobooks be affected by this? Well, we don't even sell audiobooks on our own website, so of course this will not be affected. Audiobooks will not be affected. That's not going to change how audiobooks are released. Those will be released through third-party stores where they currently are, and we don't control anything about that too specifically. Let me see here. For series in library, are you just completed ones allowed, or will you also add series which are stalled? That's a good question. What is a, quote, completed series versus a, quote, stalled series? Well, you notice I put Altina the Sword Princess on... Yeah, I did actually put Altina the Sword Princess on the little slide there as a preview. That is, all volumes of Altina will be uploaded that have been published in Japan. Is Altina a completed series in Japan? No, but it also hasn't had a new volume in many years, and I think so we're adding the entire thing. Why is my slide going automatically? What's going on here? You know what? We're going to what is going on here? Oops. Hey, are we this one? Why is this being strange here? Don't show my YouTube thing. Thank you. Are we doing better now? Yes. Okay. Back to where I should be going. Let's see here. So anyway, does that answer the question about completed series versus series that are air quotes completed? Obviously, it's a kind of sort of a case-by-case basis. It's not like we are going to sort of know officially whether a series is never getting a new volume. If, for example, Altina suddenly gets a new volume, are we going to take down the series from the subscription service? No. But we are not going to add the latest volume that just comes out to the subscription service until probably a while after the EPUB is released. So, yeah. Oh, well, I just preempted a question that literally just got posted. Yeah, see, but that's a valid question and good thing to think about. But it's one of those things where we just sort of have to go case by case, frankly. Either way, the goal will, can we, a couple of other general questions you might have. Will series remain on the subscription service forever, no matter what? And the answer is, I can't guarantee that. We obviously have permission to put series from publishers. That permission might be taken away at some point in the future, depending on different policy changes from Japan. Or we may just, there may be series that we make available on the subscription service for limited time, right? And if we do that, it would be smart of us to announce that ahead of time, right? But we generally speaking, we would want to basically keep the content that's on the subscription service interesting and active and changing in a way that makes it something that you want to keep subscribing to forever, right? We want to have a good subscription service that is delivering value to people constantly, not just sort of something that we put out there and then never changes. Is the goal anyway. When we try to catch up with it. Well, the simple answer is they might have to pay to catch up for them, right? But we can't just keep giving, we can't give away all 30 volumes for a series just so that they could theoretically pay for, a couple dollars a month. Also, if I recall, Smartphone is very close to ending anyway. So Smartphone might be coming to the subscription service, in a year or two, every volume. So, that might be the way to go. But yeah, super long series, that's always a challenge, right? To balance between getting people to try out a series that's 25 volumes, but then having them have to commit to buying an entire series, right? And that's always sort of a balance with this. Hopefully we're trying to strike that balance by, giving people those first 3 volumes essentially for free with the subscription service, and maybe that's enough to hook people into saying hey, this is worth my time to buy the rest of the volumes, right? Or all of the volumes if hopefully people would go back and buy the first 3 if they really, really enjoy the series, right? Let's see here. Does the reader include manga? No, that was part of the fact questions, but we are only putting light novels on the reader's membership right now, and we don't have any intention on putting manga on the membership anytime soon right now. Generally speaking, there might be other subscription services that our manga series will be available on. I think there was a press release came out earlier that a number of our series will be available on Crunchyroll manga, for example. So there will be other ways to read our manga on subscription services that are not just on our own website, but not the latest chapters. Those will still be part of the club membership, as usual. Will Bookworm be in the library, or maybe a Bookworm spin-off or something? You'll have to wait until we launch on October 3rd to see exactly what series are in our subscription library. We are, we need to optimize based off of what we think will attract people to the subscription, but also, you know, not give away our most popular series for free. There's various factors we have to think. Do you have any new Discord roles ironed out yet? Oh, I don't know about that. I'd have to ask about Discord roles. I'm not sure if there's something going on there. Are sales still planned in the future? Oh yes. So hopefully people are checking out our cool publisher sales that we've been doing all year. We're still in the middle, I believe, of a Katakawa sale, and there'll be more of those in the future still. We are actually going to maybe do some sales around the holidays this year, so check those out when we announce them. But yeah, we're going to continue to put our books on sale periodically. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not going to be, you know, have half our catalog 50% off or anything like that. But if you do want to sort of check out our sales, there will usually be a big banner on our front page, or you might just get an ad served to you through Google, because we do a lot of advertisements there. How's the library access? Is it a new page on the website or in our library, or just go to the series page? There will basically be a filter on the series page that will let you to filter the series that are available on subscription, or partially available on subscription, and then you'll be able to just browse on the series page everything that is available on subscription like that. We do intend to also power up the front page with with a new scrolling banner. It's like, hey, check out these series on our all you can read subscription service, or if there's new series that we've added to the subscription service most recently, there should be a thing about that. We're also working on a new easy to sort of jump back in where you started the last time widget, which should make it easier for you to resume where you left off reading a particular series, especially because the all-you-can-read subscription is now something that people use. We feel like that is something to focus our energy on. I'm not sure that will be available immediately when we launch on October 3rd, but we'll be updating the front page with a bunch of new informational tools, essentially. Yeah. Let's see here. Are there any thoughts about adding audiobooks to the library in the future? Most of our audiobooks that are available are sub-licensed through third-party distributors like RB Media, etc. And therefore, like, we couldn't just put them. We don't have the rights to sell them directly. We have the rights to sell them through our distributor. So we would have to sort of do a deal. If anything, I would say audiobooks are more likely to be available through Bookwalker, because they already have an audiobook system, and maybe there'll be something to look forward to on that side. But we're not intending on doing audiobooks directly on our own website. We would have to develop the whole reader or listener and tooling and filtering for audiobooks, and I don't think it's worth doing it on JNovel Club's site itself when there's other sites. Let's see here. Can the Ultimate Tier role in Discord have a crown icon that comes in addition to color? For those who are colorblind, I assume. Yeah, I'll talk to Rahul and the other Discord mods about what we can do when it comes to roles on Discord. Maybe we can put in some automatic integration to actually, check people actually are subscribed to certain things. Will the OLN contest winner volumes be included? That's a good question. I don't believe we have current plans to add them to the subscription service because they literally just got released. But I would say it's quite likely that those series will also be added to the subscription service in the future. But there's just one volume of them at this point for most of them, and they just got released as EPUB. So we would not be putting them on the subscription service. But it's not because they are OLNs; it's because they are brand new. And like I said before, we're not going to put brand new stuff on the subscription service. We're going to put more catalog stuff. Let's see. Any other questions I missed? No, I think that's everything that I see right now. I see. Oh, someone asked about new print releases, new print announcements. I don't have anything to say about that right now, but we could in the future. Are there plans to add physicals to the calendar or physicals calendar in general? Actually, we used to have that information. I think that's just a matter of data entry, but we'll look into that. Now that we're doing more physical releases than we had in the past, we should definitely go back and look at how we're displaying that information. So that would be good. When will the new web reader for which you mentioned a while ago is coming? I think that was reference to the Bookwalker global system. I don't think we have a we don't have a plan of updating our web reader immediately, but there might be some integration in the future. When is the next JNC new releases? Oh, you mean like the stream where we announce the new, or you mean new license announcements? I guess is what you mean, Red? If that's your name. I believe we should be scheduled for new announcements. Let me see. Is it the next month? I think so. Let me. I believe usually we have announcements every 2 months, and I think we did announcements 1 month ago. So it should be about a month from now. Around the Halloween times, yes. I know we have a announcement schedule basically at least through spring, so we should be good. Oh yeah, and we'll also be at New York Comic Con. I believe the announcements will be. Will be all of our new announcements there, or just the BL ones? I'm trying to double check, but in any case, it'll be in October sometime. Don't worry, and we'll provide more information then. Let me see here. Any other questions? If not, then we can not spend an entire hour on a stream. That's always good. It'll help our YouTube views. But anyway, I hope this little presentation was a bit unexpected, and maybe not, more positive than a lot of people online were predicting. I hope so. I know that this sort of all-you-can-read subscription service is something that's been requested from us for a long time, and we're really happy to be able to deliver it to you guys. Yeah, we hope that a lot of our existing subscribers will upgrade to the combo memberships and check out a whole bunch of series that they've been looking at on our catalog and going, maybe it's worth trying, but I don't know. And now you have all the excuse in the world to spend an extra $3.50 or $3, honestly, just $3 to be able to read hundreds of volumes and try them all out. And yeah, and then hopefully you find a couple more series that you really love. And that'll be really cool. All right. So thank you everybody for being here, and I will be ending now. Goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely day.